Chosen one. Have you ever felt like there's something about you that stirs up discomfort in those around you? You might not even notice it, but your mere presence, your success, your spiritual strength, everything you embody seems to cause a reaction in others. In every workplace, group, or social setting, there are always those who watch your every move. You can feel it, can't you? Their eyes linger just a moment too long, and you can't help but wonder why. The truth is, your journey, your growth, and your unique gifts often spark a subtle yet powerful force in others: jealousy. Now let me tell you something. Jealousy is not just a passing feeling, it's a weapon. It's the kind of force that quietly builds resentment, poisons relationships, and can even hinder your personal progress if you're not careful. Those around you may smile and nod, but deep inside, they may be battling feelings they don't understand. As you rise, they feel threatened, and that threat doesn't always come in the form of an open confrontation. No, it's often much more insidious. It's the kind of jealousy that hides behind compliments, behind fake friendship, or even passive-aggressive behavior. It's the kind of jealousy that manifests when people see something in you they wish they had, but don't know how to attain. You, chosen one, are not just any person. You are someone with a purpose, someone with a power that others simply don't understand. And because of that, they may see your success as a reflection of what they lack. In the workplace or group settings, you stand out not only because of what you do, but because of who you are. The gifts you've been blessed with, your talent, your wisdom, your strength, are not just gifts for you. They are divine gifts that you must use to fulfill your purpose, and yet they may be triggering jealousy in the hearts of those around you. They may fear that your light is casting shadows on their own.
The purpose of this video is to help you understand why this jealousy exists and how you, the chosen one, can handle it with grace. You are on a journey, a path that is uniquely yours, and as you continue to walk it, the forces of the world around you will react. But you don't need to succumb to their negativity. You don't need to let their jealousy shape your destiny. You are here because you have a higher purpose, and this video will equip you with the wisdom to rise above the envy, to recognize its source, and to continue your journey with strength and clarity. Stay with me, for the truth you need to hear will be revealed in these next few minutes. The workplace, much like the world at large, can often be a battlefield, though the battles aren't always visible or fought with weapons. For the chosen one, the battle takes a subtler form, one that begins with something as seemingly innocent as a glance or an offhand comment. But don't be fooled. Jealousy can be one of the most powerful and insidious forces you will face in your journey. It's the kind of force that quietly builds beneath the surface, hiding behind smiles and friendly conversations, only to reveal itself when you least expect it. The chosen one's very existence, their unique gifts, their growth, and their success all have a magnetic pull that can draw out the envy in others. And often, this jealousy is rooted in feelings that are not directly related to you at all. Rather, it stems from insecurities that others carry, insecurities that are triggered by the brilliance of your light. Let's start by examining the first and most prevalent cause of jealousy in the workplace: the perceived threat to status. As the chosen one, you are naturally gifted with abilities and potential that many of your colleagues do not possess, or at least not in the same way. This makes you a beacon of excellence, and whether you intend to or not, your very presence becomes a challenge to the status quo. Colleagues may feel that your success and rise through the ranks threaten their own position or their opportunity for promotion. You see, in the world of work, status is everything. People derive their sense of value, recognition, and even self-worth from their standing in the organization. And when someone like you, the chosen one, enters the scene with a purpose and unique capabilities, you become a direct challenge to everything they have worked for. This is where the jealousy begins to simmer. They start to feel that your success is their loss, even if it isn't true. They see your promotion, your recognition, your special treatment, and they begin to believe that it has somehow taken something away from them. This feeling is often subconscious, but it runs deep. They don't always know how to express this, and so their response may come in the form of subtle undermining tactics. They might question your achievements or downplay your contributions to the team. They may even suggest that you didn't earn your position, that it was handed to you by chance or favoritism. But the truth is that these actions are not about you at all. They are about their own fear of losing something they believe they have worked so hard for. Next, we dive into the envy of recognition and success. In any workplace, recognition is a commodity that everyone covets. It doesn't matter how hard you work. If no one sees your efforts, it feels as though it has all been in vain. But for the chosen one, it's different. You have a natural way of standing out, a way of drawing attention to your unique abilities, your work ethic, and your successes. People can't help but take notice, and for many, this is where the jealousy begins to take root. Your successes, whether big or small, shine a spotlight on you, and that attention isn't always something people can handle. Your colleagues may feel a sense of injustice or frustration because they believe they deserve the same recognition, but for whatever reason, they've never been able to achieve it. It's not that they aren't capable, it's that they haven't found the same recognition you've earned. This is where envy comes in. They want the acknowledgement that you receive, but they struggle to achieve it for themselves. This can create a deep sense of resentment. When you're being praised, they're the ones who feel overlooked, ignored, and undervalued. Your success, your recognition, becomes a mirror reflecting their own lack of recognition. And rather than celebrating your accomplishments, they feel threatened by them. They want what you have, but they aren't always willing to do the work or take the risks that you have. This feeling of being left out of the spotlight can be painful, and often, it is the breeding ground for jealousy. The third root cause of jealousy lies in a feeling of inadequacy. This one is perhaps the most destructive, as it stems from the most personal and painful of emotions: self-doubt. The chosen one is often marked by a profound sense of confidence, a clarity of purpose, and an inner strength that comes from knowing exactly who they are and what they're meant to do. But for many around you, this confidence can feel like a mirror to their own insecurities. When they look at you, they don't just see someone successful, they see someone they wish they could be. They compare their own progress to yours, their own achievements to yours, and it's hard for them to measure up. This comparison triggers self-doubt. It makes them question their own value, their own abilities, and their own worth. They look at the chosen one and see only what they lack. This is where jealousy becomes a more insidious force. Instead of lifting you up, they begin to tear you down. They may gossip about you behind your back, speaking ill of your work, your character, or your abilities. They may offer backhanded compliments that are laced with criticism, or worse, they might try to sabotage your progress in subtle ways. They want to make you feel small, just as small as they feel in comparison to you. It's a defense mechanism, a way for them to protect themselves from the overwhelming feelings of inadequacy that your success has exposed. But in reality, this isn't about you. It's about their struggle to come to terms with their own perceived shortcomings. And as much as it may sting, you must remember that their jealousy is born not from anything you've done, but from their own internal struggles that they've yet to overcome. The workplace is an arena for personal growth, but it is also a place where people's deepest fears and insecurities are often laid bare. For the chosen one, this journey is not just about professional success, it's about navigating the complex emotions of those around you who cannot fully understand your purpose. Jealousy in the workplace, though it may seem like an obstacle, is merely a reflection of the deeper issues at play in the hearts of those who struggle to accept their own path. Understanding the root causes of jealousy is the first step in rising above it, and as you continue on your journey, remember that their struggles are not yours to bear. You are the chosen one, and your light will always shine, no matter how dark the shadows of jealousy may become. Jealousy doesn't always scream its presence. Often, it whispers. And when you're the chosen one, The whispers are more like shadows that follow you in every interaction. The signs are subtle, but if you pay attention, you'll notice them. Undermining comments, deliberate exclusion, and even the feeling that the people around you are no longer working with you, but instead against you. These are the signs of jealousy in action, and they can be incredibly damaging if you don't recognize them for what they are. Let's break them down. The first sign of jealousy in the workplace is undermining comments or behavior. Now, this doesn't always come in the form of direct criticism or overt insults. No, this is much more dangerous. It often masquerades as helpful advice or constructive feedback. You know the type, the kind of comment that sounds like it's trying to be supportive, but you can feel the sting underneath. It could be a colleague telling you that you might want to tone it down a bit with your ideas because not everyone will get it. Or perhaps they'll suggest that your latest project might fail, but don't worry, they're here to help you fix it if it does. These subtle digs, these passive-aggressive remarks, are all too common when jealousy is present. They often come disguised as friendly gestures, but they carry the weight of resentment. You see, people who are jealous of you will rarely come right out and say it. Instead, they use these backhanded comments as a way of lowering you down to their level. It's as if they're trying to remind you, in subtle ways, that you're not as great as you think you are, that your success is fragile and could easily be undermined. And while you may brush it off, let me tell you, those comments aren't just words. They're weapons, designed to make you question your worth and doubt your abilities. The jealousy they feel towards you is camouflaged in these remarks, waiting for an opportunity to take root in your mind and fester. The next sign to watch out for is exclusion or isolation. Have you ever found yourself suddenly excluded from group activities, discussions, or decision-making processes? At first, it may seem like a coincidence, but if this exclusion continues, it becomes clear. It's deliberate. When colleagues begin to isolate you, it's a form of rejection. And make no mistake, it's not because they don't value your input, but because they cannot bear to be around your success, your energy, and your growth. Exclusion is a tactic to diminish your presence, to make you feel small and insignificant, as if your ideas or contributions don't matter. This form of social rejection is powerful because it reinforces the feelings of jealousy and insecurity that already exist in your colleagues. By excluding you from conversations or events, they attempt to create a reality where you are removed from the limelight, where your influence is diminished. And even though this may not be done openly, it cuts deep, especially when you realize that those around you are more comfortable excluding you than supporting you. The truth is, this kind of isolation is one of the clearest indicators of jealousy. Your mere presence disrupts their comfort zone, and rather than face that discomfort, they choose to push you away. Finally, competing against you rather than collaborating is another undeniable sign of jealousy. In an ideal world, a workplace or group setting thrives on collaboration, on working together toward a common goal. But when jealousy enters the picture, collaboration turns into competition. Suddenly, it's not about achieving the same goal together. It's about outperforming you, about beating you at your own game. Instead of working alongside you, some colleagues will try to outdo you at every turn, treating your success as something they need to one-up. They will take every opportunity to prove that they're just as good as you, or better. This competitive spirit isn't about teamwork or mutual success. It's about proving that they are better than you, that their abilities are superior, and that they can reach the same heights of success without needing to support or acknowledge your efforts. This can be incredibly draining, as it turns the workplace into a constant battle for recognition and dominance, rather than a place of cooperation and growth. It's a clear sign of jealousy when people stop seeing you as an ally and start seeing you as a competitor to beat. So what can you do when you begin to see these signs? Recognizing jealousy in the workplace is the first step. Understanding that these behaviors stem not from anything you've done, but from the insecurities of others, can help you navigate these toxic dynamics with grace. But remember, you are the chosen one, and your light will not be dimmed by the shadows of jealousy. Instead, use these signs as fuel to continue your journey, knowing that the more you rise, the more others will either rise with you or fall behind. Keep your focus on your path and don't let the envy of others cloud your vision. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to stand out. When you're the chosen one, jealousy can feel like an uninvited shadow constantly lurking behind you, growing stronger the more you shine. It can be overwhelming at times, leaving you questioning why some people seem to take issue with your success, your unique gifts, and your purpose. But here's the truth, chosen one. Jealousy is never about you. It's always about them. It's about the insecurities and fears that live deep within others, and how they project those emotions onto you because they can't handle the light that you bring into their world. So the first step in responding to jealousy is recognizing and acknowledging it for what it truly is. Jealousy is never personal. It can feel like a personal attack, but the root cause is always someone else's battle with their own feelings of inadequacy. Colleagues who are jealous of you may not even realize it themselves, but their actions, whether it's undermining comments or exclusion, are fueled by their internal struggles. They feel threatened by your success, your abilities, and the way you effortlessly seem to excel in areas they find difficult to reach. But here's where your strength lies, chosen one. By recognizing that their jealousy is a reflection of their insecurities and not a reflection of your worth, you free yourself from its power. Their jealousy is not a measure of who you are. It's a measure of who they are in that moment. And you don't need to carry the weight of their internal battles. Now, how do you differentiate between constructive feedback and jealousy-driven criticism? It's simple, really. Constructive feedback comes from a place of support and growth. It's intended to help you become better, to refine your skills, and to elevate you to the next level. On the other hand, jealousy-driven criticism is meant to undermine you. It's disguised as advice or guidance, but underneath it all, it carries a hint of negativity. When someone is offering you advice laced with jealousy, it will feel heavy, discouraging, and more like a judgment than a helpful suggestion. The key here is to listen to the energy behind the words. Does the criticism lift you up, or does it make you feel small? Does it help you grow, or does it sow seeds of doubt? Once you've recognized and acknowledged jealousy, the next step is to stay focused on your mission. Your journey is about fulfilling your higher purpose, not about proving yourself to anyone. The moment you allow jealousy to distract you, you risk losing sight of why you're here in the first place. Your purpose is bigger than their insecurity. You're here to make a difference, to rise above the noise, and to bring light into places that desperately need it. The chosen one doesn't have time to dwell on the negativity of others. Instead, use jealousy as fuel for your growth. When people are jealous of you, it means you're doing something right. It means you're standing out, making an impact, and challenging the status quo. And that, my friend, is a powerful thing. Rather than allowing their jealousy to drain you, harness it as a source of energy. Use it to propel yourself forward. Every time someone tries to bring you down, let it remind you that you are on the right path. Their resistance is a sign of your progress, not a reason for you to slow down. Keep your eyes on the prize, stay grounded in your mission, and let jealousy be the fuel that propels you to even greater heights. But as you move forward, remember, establishing boundaries is key. As the chosen one, you will encounter people who are not only jealous, but toxic. It's inevitable. These are the people who will try to drain your energy, manipulate your emotions, and make you feel guilty for your success. You must learn to protect your personal space and emotional well-being by setting clear boundaries. These boundaries are not walls to keep people out. They are shields to protect your peace. When you set boundaries, you're teaching others how to treat you and showing them that their negativity will not affect you. Setting boundaries is also about being assertive. It's about standing up for yourself without compromising your kindness or professional integrity. When a colleague crosses a line or behaves in a toxic way, you don't have to retaliate with anger or hostility. Instead, assertively address the behavior and let them know that it's not acceptable. For example, if someone is constantly undermining you with passive-aggressive comments, calmly acknowledge the behavior and set the tone for what is acceptable. I understand that you may have some concerns, but I would appreciate it if we could have a more respectful conversation. This allows you to maintain your integrity while protecting your energy. As the chosen one, your role is not just to rise above the jealousy, but to rise with grace. You can face toxic behaviors without being toxic yourself. You can remain focused on your purpose without being distracted by the negative energy others try to throw your way. By recognizing jealousy for what it truly is, staying focused on your mission, and setting healthy boundaries, you will continue to rise, undeterred and unapologetically. The path is yours to walk, and nothing, not even jealousy, can stand in your way. When you're the chosen one, there is a higher calling on your life that no amount of jealousy can alter. But it's easy to let that negativity get to you, especially when it comes from those who are close, colleagues, peers, people you work with every day. It's tempting to react, to lash out, or even to shrink back in fear. But the true power of the chosen one lies in how you handle the jealousy that surrounds you. Here's how to rise above it and continue walking your path with integrity and purpose. The first step in overcoming jealousy is to maintain your integrity. This is the bedrock of everything you do. Integrity means staying true to your values no matter what the world around you is doing. People may try to pull you down to their level through gossip, negative comments, or even outright sabotage. But remember, chosen one, your worth is not tied to their actions. Your journey is bigger than their insecurities. You must stay grounded in who you are and why you're here. Your purpose isn't to appease the jealous or to play by their rules. Your purpose is to walk in the fullness of your gifts and to shine in the way you were always meant to. Rising above petty jealousy means that you refuse to stoop to the same level. When others try to tear you down, don't engage in the drama. Don't get caught up in their negative energy. Instead, rise above it. You've been called to a higher standard, and the more you let their jealousy get under your skin, the more you lose sight of your mission. The chosen one is not defined by the negativity of others. You are defined by your actions, by the love you give, by the strength you carry, and by the light you radiate. When you don't react to jealousy, you take away its power. You stand firm, unwavering, like a lighthouse in the storm. And just like a lighthouse guides ships through dark waters, your integrity will guide you through the jealousy that seeks to pull you off course. Next, lead with compassion. This is often the hardest part. It's easy to feel resentment toward those who are jealous, especially when their actions directly affect you. But remember, jealousy is rooted in fear and insecurity. Those who envy you are often struggling with their own sense of worth. They don't know how to express their admiration for you in healthy ways, so they lash out instead. When you see jealousy, understand that it is not a reflection of who you are, it's a reflection of their inner turmoil. Lead with compassion, not just for others, but also for yourself. Understand that their jealousy doesn't define you, but it does define their emotional state. Show empathy toward your colleagues who are struggling with these feelings. You don't have to take on their burden, but you can acknowledge their humanity and understand that their actions are coming from a place of fear. Offer them kindness, not to diminish your own might, but to offer them the possibility of growth and healing. By showing compassion, you don't weaken your own power, you strengthen it. You show the world that you are bigger than the petty games of jealousy, that you can rise above it, not with arrogance, but with grace and understanding. Finally, focus on personal growth. One of the most powerful ways to overcome jealousy is to keep your attention on your own journey and personal development. Jealousy often thrives when we allow ourselves to be distracted by the negativity of others. When we focus too much on the people who envy us, we lose sight of what truly matters, our own growth. You are here to evolve, to become the best version of yourself, and to fulfill your purpose. Don't let the jealousy of others dictate your pace or direction. You are in control of your own path. When jealousy rears its ugly head, don't let it derail you. Don't let it shake your sense of self-worth or cloud your sense of purpose.
You are not defined by the actions or opinions of others.
You are defined by your own commitment to growth, to becoming the best version of who you were always meant to be. Keep your eyes fixed on your goals and on the person you are becoming. Each time jealousy tries to sideline you, remember that it is only a distraction. You have a mission to fulfill, and nothing, especially the insecurities of others, can stop you from walking in the fullness of who you are. As the chosen one, your journey isn't just about overcoming jealousy. It's about using it as a stepping stone for growth. By maintaining your integrity, leading with compassion, and focusing on your own growth, you become untouchable. You rise above the petty struggles of others, not because you are superior, but because you are unwavering in your commitment to your own purpose. Your light cannot be dimmed, your path cannot be altered, and the jealousy of others only fuels the fire that propels you forward. So, stay true to who you are, and watch as the world begins to see your light for what it truly is, a beacon of hope, strength, and divine purpose. As we come to the end of this journey together, let's reflect on the key points we've explored. Jealousy in the workplace, in social groups, or any environment where you stand out is rarely a reflection of your actions, your achievements, or your worth. It's simply a reflection of the fears and insecurities of those around you. When others feel threatened by your success or by your gifts, it's not about you. It's about their own inner struggles. They may lash out, try to bring you down, or isolate you from the group, but none of these actions are a true measure of who you are or what you are capable of. No matter how much envy or negativity they express, remember that their feelings are not a reflection of your path. The chosen one has a divine purpose, and the jealousy of others is nothing more than a byproduct of their inability to accept their own worth in the face of yours. As you continue your journey, always remember to embrace your unique gifts. You have been given talents and a purpose that are meant to be shared with the world. Those who are jealous are often the ones who feel as though they lack something inside themselves. Their jealousy is a reflection of their own insecurities and fears, and it has nothing to do with your abilities or your potential. This is why it's so important for you to remain grounded in your own truth. Your gifts are not meant to be hidden, and their reactions cannot dictate the course of your journey. When jealousy rises up around you, it's not an indication that you are doing something wrong. In fact, it's often a sign that you are on the right path, shining your light in places that others are too afraid to illuminate. The key to overcoming jealousy is to face it with grace. Recognize that you can't control how others feel or how they respond to your growth. You can't stop them from feeling insecure or threatened, but you can control how you respond to their negativity. You have the power to rise above it. The more you understand that their jealousy is not personal, the less power it holds over you. When others try to tear you down, don't engage in the drama. Don't get caught up in their negativity. Instead, use it as fuel to keep moving forward. Their fear and jealousy are simply shadows in the light of your purpose. Stay focused on your mission and continue to walk with grace, knowing that your light is meant to shine, not to be dimmed by the insecurities of others. I want to invite you to share your experiences with jealousy. Perhaps you've been the target of it, or maybe you found yourself feeling jealous of others. What has it taught you about yourself and your journey? Let's open up a conversation about how we can all navigate these feelings and turn them into opportunities for growth. We all face moments of jealousy, but it's how we respond that defines us. As you move forward, remember to stay true to your journey. It's easy to get distracted by the negativity and the opinions of others, but don't let that take you off course. Stay humble, but also stand firm in knowing your worth. Your path is yours alone, and no one, no matter how jealous they may be, can take that away from you. Keep shining your light, keep moving with purpose, and don't let anything dim the greatness that is within you. You are the chosen one, and your journey is just beginning. Let the world see the power, the grace, and the love that you carry within.